Sonic the Hedgehog 2, you've done so much for my channel, but you definitely need to deserve some rest. You've done so much for today, and I definitely gonna need my rest too, so I'll just wait until the next Sonic Movie 2 news and wait just a minute. I just got a notification. Oh, more on-set videos and more on-set photos. I thought I was gonna have a break, but... Give me a big fat break! But all sarcastic jokes aside, alrighty then my roll chums, it is I, Daniel, you may call me the pop culture dude, and from the latest Sonic Movie 2 news, we definitely get to see our first look of Tails and Knuckles, which everyone was excited to see them side by side, Avengers Assemble style, where we get to see the Sonic Heroes, and I'm like, whoa, hopefully we should get a reference in that one movie. Like, I'm hoping, because if you're gonna get like Sonic Adventure 2 references by G.U.N, aka Gun, being a part of the movie, you gotta have at least a couple of Sonic Heroes references since you literally got the main iconic trio together. And also, speaking of the other characters, we definitely get to see Tom and Maddie, who's played by James Marsden and Tika Sumpter, where we get to see a bunch of on-set photos where they're definitely nearby the G.U.N Soldiers, the helicopter, even by the Mean Bean coffee shop, but also a couple of glimpses of Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik flying up to the sky away from the Mean Bean coffee shop. And I'm like, okay, that's good. It's good that we actually got all covered from the Sonic Movie 2 news, right? And despite that they're actually going to film an action sequence around the town of Green Hills, where they eventually will use their iconic spin dash attack moves where they're eventually going to fight around. And I thought I was going to be done, like, okay, no on-set photos of the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 lately. Until then, I actually get to see a couple more thanks to Kitsui and a couple of these Instagram users. I'm like, okay, we definitely see the Green Hills Town Hall, which we've already seen before, the exact same helicopter that we've already seen also, and we get to see the destruction and everything that was destroyed in the middle of the road, since we definitely tell that this is going to be a big action sequence featuring Sonic, Tails, Tom, Maddie, Robotnik, and even, most potentially, some other Badniks. And from what I've realized, I found this source, and it's all thanks to Adam, who decided to add me on Twitter, where we have this dude, Sonic Movie 13, who watermarked all these photos and these video clips, where it's called Sonic La Película 2, and we actually get to see this footage. So in this footage, we have an ordinary day in Green Hills until then everyone's running! Run everyone! Run for your lives! We definitely get to see these gun soldiers and these civilians of Green Hills running away from the distance, and it definitely reminds me, the exact same users decided to send in these photos, where we definitely see the gun soldiers surrounding the Mean Bean coffee shop. We get to see Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, the stand-in models, enter the scene, which basically is implying that there's definitely going to be a big action sequence that's definitely nearby them that's going to be involving between the three of them versus a big threat. And it definitely reminds me of this one footage where we definitely see a pile of wind of paper flying around while these gun soldiers are eventually retreating as they're being part of the action. And this leads me to like so many questions and so many theories, but I won't be doing this alone. I have a special guest star with me, as none other than Blue Bolt. So take it away with your personal theories, Blue Bolt.
Hi guys, Blue Bolt here, creator of the channel with the same name, proud BA of the Green Hills Devil, and proud creator of the fan series Sonic Unified. I have a few theories about why everyone is running here, and I'm gonna list them right now.
Hear the music.
Number 1, the Eggmobile. Number 2, upgraded drones. Number 3, Metal Sonic.
Number 4, the Dead Egg Robot. And number 5... No, you know what? That's basically it.
Well, thank you for having your movie talk with us, Blue Bolt. Please go subscribe to his channel. It's down the link in the description. But for right now, let's go to every single theory that he eventually thought up for himself. Let's go off with number 1. What if it's Eggmobile? Because if you think about it, go back to the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie where Dr. Robotnik launches his machines, eeny, meeny, miny, mayhem, where it's huge mechanized vehicles to track down Sonic and Tom in a speed highway underneath their truck. But also, let's not forget that maybe we could get to see a live-action version of the Eggmobile that we've seen from the 1992 Sonic the Hedgehog 2 video game, or it could be potentially number 2, more upgraded, more dangerous Badniks, because if Robotnik is escaping with a Badnik or a jetpack, I'm not really sure, and we definitely see like the flying pieces of paper flying around that is literally shown again by the gun soldiers as they retreat away from the scene, or in case fight back in the action. What if Robotnik eventually uses some more upgraded and more dangerous Badniks to terrorize human civilization? Besides, he has Sonic's quill that has unlimited energy once when he escapes the mushroom plant, so it could be possible. Or number 3, Metal Sonic. So for those of you who don't know, like Metal Sonic is basically a robot lookalike Sonic, obviously made out of metal, but made by Dr. Robotnik himself when he was first introduced in Sonic CD. And some people are speculating, could he potentially be in Sonic the Hedgehog 2? That hasn't been confirmed compared to Tails and Knuckles, but if he is in the movie, I definitely see some other fans speculating by saying, what if Metal Sonic is during in this scene? What if that silver orb where Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are prepared to do their spin dash attack, what if it's him? Well, it's not 100% guaranteed that Metal Sonic is in the movie, but if he is, it will definitely make a lot of sense, like why everyone is scared, why is Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles involved in the action, why is Tom and Maddie being arrested and hostage by the G.U.N Soldiers as they leave the helicopter that I covered for my last video, and why there's so much destruction around in the town of Green Hills. So if Metal Sonic is in the movie, I have a feeling that this might take place during in the middle, not the final act. And the reason why I don't think this is the final battle, because Robotnik is not wearing his red suit and he's not even fat. I mean, yeah, he has the bald head and the mustache, but he hasn't really transformed his evolution yet, so I'm assuming that this is not the final battle and it takes place later on. Besides, they have more extended films to see. But also, let's go on with number 4. What if it's the Death Egg robot? I know that will be too expensive to render the CGI in, but think about it. The Death Egg was first introduced in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 video game, and why do you think the G.U.N Soldiers are eventually running away, eventually decide to get away from danger? Why Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles could eventually team up together to face Dr. Robotnik's biggest version, his big, thick version of himself with scrap metal, the Death Egg robot. And I don't think that's the case. I mean, it's a good theory though, but we know the Death Egg was first existed up in space, which is the knockoff of the Death Star, so I highly doubt that, but who knows? That'll eventually be cool. But all I know for sure, Robotnik is the one who's causing the mayhem and causing all the trouble that leaves everyone in Green Hills in danger. But besides that, we actually get to see a little bit more details of an on-set photo. They said they're going to film at a lake. I'm like, pfft. What's so important about a lake? I'm not gonna take that seriously, but it does remind me of one episode of Sonic X where Sonic and Knuckles were fighting against each other during at a lake, and where Sonic doesn't like water, because you remember what he says? B, saltwater stings. Like, besides that, I definitely appreciate these online set photos, and I definitely appreciate Blue Bolt, who eventually decided to collaborate with me in this video. I'm very interested that they actually use Easter eggs and references to not just the classic games like Sonic the Hedgehog 2, 3, and Knuckles, but also Sonic Adventure 2 references and Sonic Heroes references, and I hope they play the theme song in that movie. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll stay tuned for more Sonic the Hedgehog movie 2 news, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care now. Bye bye then.